Hello, hello. It's been a while since I recorded anything. Just not because I have never felt like it, but just because I don't have the, disk space to do that anymore. So don't know how long it's gonna be, but I've been playing a lot of DS2 lately. Going back to it after. When was the last time I played it? After Elden Ring came out, I just kind of got sick of it and stopped playing and swapped back to DS2. Played some. Then took a break. Recently came back to it and played a lot more. And yeah, these two were the ones I had back then. And reason being just because, I wanted to play it. I wanted to try some new stuff. And I've mostly been playing Temba here. Something I have been doing is Temba, Angry Annie, and both these two nameless ones. What I'm doing is I'm going for minimum agility. Temba got a bandit start because that's the one with the least agility to start out with. Bandit class. And I just don't level attunement and I don't level adaptability. Because I wanted to play with the minimum agility, see how big of a difference it makes, and if, stuff like adaptability is really as important as people say it is, will tell you it is. And it is not. It's not fucking important at all. You can genuinely just skip on it and be fine if you're good at the game. Like, you just need to be better at rolling, time everything nicer, or just position better. You don't need to roll at all, like roll through attacks. It's just not necessary. But Temba does have both the illusory rings. Not genuinely I saved scum that shit, because I did give it a go, but I just didn't do well. I kept making really stupid mistakes. I was being reckless. And once I was done, I was like, it's kind of bothering me. A little bit later, like maybe like a few days or a week or something, I was like, I kind of do want to do it genuinely, I was thinking like, oh, I'd go and do that in Scholar later, but I didn't, so that's what Angry Annie is. That's my genuine illusory rings character. And it's not just that I have no death, no bonfire on new game, and succeeded that. As you can see, bandit start, minimum agility. I did not go with any attunement or adaptability. Still at the base of 2 and 3. Pretty sure that was the base at least. And there's your rings. It was very rewarding. Doing that and doing the minimum agility stuff has pushed me to learn about a lot more of the game. Like, more than I already knew. When Dark Souls 2 is my favorite, the Dark Souls series. So I'd like to think I had a pretty good grasp on the game before, but I've learned new stuff since. Found lots of ways to deal with stuff, develop stronger opinions on various parts of the game. Seen things I haven't before. And I just felt like rambling about that for a while. I wanted to talk about some of this stuff. So let me get off of this character. Wait. Is there anything I need to talk about in this character? I guess nothing that's really, like, important. But I will say that doing new death, no bonfire on new game, it very much changes the way you play. Durability is a huge concern. Repair powder is like one of the most valuable things you can get. You have to balance a good selection of weapons. Like, what do I have that I actually used? Yeah, I've got 2 +10 rapiers. The third one is a bit weaker for, like, just going through weaker areas. What else did I actually use? Early on, in Forest of Fallen Giants, I used a high hate sword. Maybe a tiny bit of fire longsword, mostly hate. Probably could have used key once I'm going, but I guess it's not that useful. Huh. So I hope this sounds right here. I haven't played with this at all. Magic mace I might have used a bit. Homunculus mace is a valuable one. Large club a tiny bit for some reason. Probably could use craftsman hammer, but it takes longer to get than is valuable. Like I could have just stuck with homunculus mace. Because I do have the pre-order weapons. I've held this copy of, this is vanilla Dark Souls too, not Skull. But I held that for a while. I did not use the Santiers this time. I did on the other attempts. But not this one. Obviously bows are valuable. Didn't get my black bow up enough. Anyways, let's get off this character. I'll go to Tempo. To actually talk about stuff, because I have a fair bit that I want to go over. I imagine that there's not a lot here that people who are super familiar with the game will get that's new, but I guess other characters I want to cover. These two here. This level 104 skipped character creation. So this one is true minimum agility. It's got 1 adaptability and 1 attunement. And I'm allowing myself to level up on it and just see how things go. I've mostly actually just been invading on this character. Like I have it stuck with a negate ring, and I've been at the just under 1 million soul memory range, invading like all over the world. And that's been a lot of fun. There's a lot more people on to invade than I would have expected, and it's been really enjoyable. Like I could probably grab one like right now, like this moment. Let me why am I wearing this also? Let me put on the stuff I actually used to invade with. It's probably that I was trying to get bonfire acidic so I can get more orbs. What was I using here? Yeah, right. Yeah, this seems right. That was probably, yeah, that's probably what I was doing. How many acidics do I have? 0 at the moment, actually. No, 10. Sorry. Yeah, I was farming them. Let me slap on this shield. Is there any area that's active? Doesn't look that way, but I'll check the castle. I'll just check like the first 2 bonfires here. Might not. Oh. But I'm gonna use a puzzle sword. One of the invasions I did was really funny because I think I went with this. I did a dash attack or no, that's not right. Dash R1 R1. I might not have started with dash attack, but that definitely was the combo I used, and I caught someone off guard in this little area when I invaded. Like I hit them with this, gave them a second, they try to roll away, so then you just, roll catch them with this, and boom. I think that killed him, actually. I've been bringing Chameleon, Soul Greatsword, and Crystal Magic Weapon. It's been a lot of fun. Let's see if I can get one real quick. If not, I'll just move on and check out the stuff I want to talk about on Temba, which is the main focus of the video. Oh, the torch message. That's uncommon. No, not right now. I guess I'll also check this bonfire real quick. I've been hoping to get a invasion at Mirror Night, but you know, no luck. No, not right now. Unless I'm not actually sure if this counts as a separate area for invasions. If it does, that's maybe. No, okay. Let me put my reboot back on. That's too bad. The spot I've been using to get the cracked red eye orbs, I haven't been wanting to farm them. That's kind of a hassle. It takes a long time. I did a little bit of that, and I did it on the flame salamanders in Force of Fallen Giants. Not the most fun enemy, as you can expect, but they are one of the things I want to talk about today, so let me what did I just say I was gonna do? Okay, well, I want to move back to the spot I was at. I was at one of these two bonfires. It's probably this one. But at the end of the video, I'll talk for a moment about something else on the invasions I've been doing. Alright, so I guess the first thing I'll talk about, there's a few things I want to talk about. I could start with either the frozen outskirts or the flying lava castle. I'll go with the flying lava castle. This is a big thing that people love to harp on, even though it's honestly not even the worst transition in the game. I think that the oh shit, yeah. What was I using on this character? Probably rapier. This is probably secret. Is that guy was dressed like me. I wonder if he's out farming Lois souls. Man, I'll have to check back and see if they're doing that, because I still need to get my Lois souls too. Well, I guess since I'm here, I could start with frigid outskirts, you know? Frigid outskirts, I genuinely don't really think is a bad area. I like it. It's a fun area. It's a unique challenge in the series. I don't think there's any other area like it. Closest things being Tomb of the Giants and Shaded Woods are probably the closest things to it. But it's also a bit of a different feel, you know? Oh yeah, by the way, on these minimum agility characters, you have to use Summon Ritual Band to use spells at all. It's like it's a level 1 in that regard. So, let me slap on a stone ring. Because that's kind of the first thing you want for... I guess I'll... do I want to... Let me put on my warp sword. Hold on. But for outskirts, I really don't think it's that bad. As a boss run, it's fucking terrible. Having to run back to Lunzallen is not enjoyable. It's like 6 minutes, maybe, I don't know. I haven't timed it. I just know it takes a while. Actually, no, I could time it right now. It's, Okay, so starting at 15 here. Let's just run to the boss. Now this shouldn't take too long because I don't have to fight the reindeer anymore. These stallions, frozen reindeer, Kirin, whatever you want to call them. Because I've despawned at this point. I was on New Game Plus, Covenant of Champions. I'm not in that right now, but that's what I was in while I was playing. And they're one of the things that stops spawning even in Company of Champions. On vanilla at least, in Scholar I'm pretty sure that they respawn. And some people think they don't despawn at all. That's not the case. They're not infinite. If I remember right, the way they work is that there's a specific spawn point for each reindeer, and each specific spawn point can be despawned, and every other blizzard will respawn them. It's either every blizzard or every other blizzard will spawn one, and they'll wander around invisible until you're within a certain radius, and then once you are, they'll activate, you know, come after you. I think it was something like that. I'm not entirely certain. They're one of the enemies that's mechanically stranger than everything else. So, who knows? But, once I despawned this run, and it was just a matter of, you know, running back completely empty, as if it's a Dark Souls 1 run back, like Isolith or something. At that point, I just made a save state in front of the fog, because that's just a time commitment. I don't need to spend the, you know, what is it? It looks like it's going to be 3 minutes, which is not as bad as I thought it was. But, you know, there's 3 minutes that I don't need to do every time I die to New Game Plus Company of Champions fucking Lunzalen while I have minimum agility. Because Ava and the other giant cats are one of the bosses that's, you know, kind of hard this way. They're one of the enemies that you do want to have more iframes for. Because fighting them without rolls is a bit difficult. The big problem was their fucking jumps, if I remember right. Sometimes it just feels like I can't avoid the jump. I don't think I ever figured it out. I just need to hope that they choose the kind of jump that is going to be dodged by moving back. But yeah, that was about 3 minutes. With the reindeer, it would be a little bit longer. So anywhere from 3 to 6. I guess first I'll take that off, put on my money ring real quick. Because I don't remember, it's been a while since I've been playing the other characters, so I don't remember how much poise they have. But reindeer, they're not as bad as people make them out to be. They're not really that difficult. Like, try friend here, that's true. These are optional co-op areas at the end of the day, so you should come over here, and you should summon the 2 or 3 phantoms, depending on which version of the game you have. It'll make things a lot easier. Bring in Addisviva and Bengal with you. So let's just go until I get a reindeer here. I also think I have a dark club. Yeah, I have a dark dragon too. I don't think I have a dark... Oh, Actually, I might have, didn't I? What is my int? Oh, I think I... Dark weapon. No, I can't use it. Alright, alright. I think there should be over here, right? Like around this guy. Because I only just spawned the ones on that other path. Like this main path is still intact. I only collected the items. Should be around here. Is it closer to the building? Man, one time you actually want one of these happening. There it is. Just run backwards if you're in front of that. So. Like, the big problem people have with them is that charge, but all you need to do is go backwards. It'll miss like every time unless you're too late to start. And that's without even having the stone ring on. If you have the stone ring or a weapon that can especially like stun lock them, they are not an issue. They're such a cakewalk. Especially if you have something that can panic. If you really want to abuse these horses and trivialize them, that's what you bring a... I don't have a dark buff equipped right now, but I do have a dark dragon tooth. You just get a heavy great hammer like this, like a great club or a dragon tooth. Infuse it with dark because that's what they're weak to, and you'll be fine. Like you can just pancake them, especially if you slap on a stone ring. They're such a joke in that case. I don't remember what this is. I know that there's 2 spawns near here. That guy's there, so the other one is close. I don't want to get 2 on me at the same time, so if I do get 2 on me, I do have the hammer out, so it's possible that I can deal with that, but I'd rather not have to. There it is. Yeah, look at that damage. 937. 937. If you're on new game, you could probably like 2-shot the thing. It's such a joke. Let me get my warp sword back on. Hopefully find a horse buff. I wonder if this video also might be worth taking a look at the that one feature that YouTube has. Oh, you have a Man, when you actually want the things to spawn, you just don't get them, huh? Maybe that's the trick. You hope you find horses and then you never get them. I just need one more. I don't actually know those. Spawn. Oh, I hear it. If you have a group, they're even using it. What in the world? Big elephants are big. I don't think I've ever seen one just stroll towards me so slowly. It's really just not an issue dealing with these guys. Just stun lock them. Move backwards from charges, and if you want to trivialize them, just bring a dark hammer. I guess another. While I'm here, oh, there's people here. It's probably the guy who's at the doing voice souls. I guess I can also take a look at hedgehogs. Where can I get some? Hedgehogs are another enemy that people have a big problem with, but again, you can just trivialize them all. You just grab a bow. If you have a ranged option, they can't do shit to you. Like, they're genuinely fucking pathetic in that case. They don't even get a chance to move. If they try rolling at you, just hit them while they're rolling and they stop in their tracks. There is the group back here, but it did seem like they don't actually walk into this room. So, I don't know if that's different in the Skull room, but you know. Kind of worried about that other one there. Hey, don't do that. Why am I using lightning arrows, actually? But yeah, these things are not really dangerous either. Honestly, I think a big part of it is just that people have such an aversion to doing anything that isn't pure melee, and it's just not really the way the games are meant to be played. Like any of the Souls games, they'll all be a better time if you just use the full kit you're... What the fuck? Where's the elevator? The full kit you're given access to. Like packing a bow is helpful for stuff like that. Or like switches and stuff like that, like in Shalba. Dealing with problem enemies, especially if you have poison enemies. And that's not like it's the only ranged option either. You can just use throwing knives or fire bombs if you have them. Like throwing knives do the job just fine too. You could probably take out hedgehogs with that. I haven't actually tried it. I might as well, right? Since I'm here. Throw knives. How many do I got? 48. Where was that first little dude at? Wake up, buddy. Oh, my damage with them is not great. But, yeah, this is fucking easy. That it did not. Yeah. So that's basically it. Just pick some kind of ranged option. You just don't want to fight them in melee. That's not like a bad thing. That's not a bad design decision. It's just, you know, variety. I feel like in a lot of cases, a lot of people who call themselves Souls fans don't actually like the games that much. Yeah, this is a range battle here. Yeah, I see. I start using melee. I start getting my ass kicked. Let's go back to the bonfire. I feel like a lot of people who call themselves Souls fans don't actually like the games that much. Like, they kind of just want to play them because they're popular and run through and get an easy win. And that's why you see stuff like Souls 1 and 3, people will just rush past everything in the game and just go to the fog wall and treat it like a boss rush. Or in Souls 2, people will just follow some kind of meta, like, oh, at the start just kill Mullen, grab a rapier, and try to be set for the game. And it's like, that's just not a fun way to play, I don't think. If it is for other people, oh, look at this guy, he's got the, he's got a Berserker mask. It's not to me, at least. Don't give up. If someone does enjoy playing that way, then that's fine. And if you're doing certain challenges, like killing Mullen and just grabbing a rapier, that's fine. Like I did that on my I did that on Angry Annie for that No Death No Bonfire, because you know the extra souls there, that's helpful. Like it's actually important there. Because you're not going to be able to, you know, stop and farm easily, because you need either to wait until you get the Aged Feather or purchase Homeward Bones. Because Homeward Bones are a lot more valuable on No Death No Bonfires. And in regards to feeling like they don't enjoy the game so much, it's like if you're just gonna run past everything in the game and just ignore it to try to get through it as soon as possible, it's like, why are you even playing the game, right? I mean, they put all the enemies in the game for a reason. They set up these encounters so you can fight them, add all these areas so you can explore, and people just skip it all. It's just like, why even bother playing at that point? You just want to like run through and steamroll with like one weapon instead of like trying new stuff. Like there's a lot of interesting weapons, especially in Dark Souls 2. Like what's my stats like? Can I power stance? 40. No, I don't think so. That's too bad. But like there's a lot of cool weapons. Like look at this. If I'd power stance it, if I could power stance it right now, I'd put it on with this, but I don't think I can. Wait, let me actually try, but I'm pretty sure I don't meet the 1.5 strength requirement. I'm not gonna actually like do the math in my head offhand. Where is it? I passed. Where'd it go? I'm carrying all this fucking garbage, man. There it is. I don't think I can power stance it though. Yeah. Okay. Let me slap my binoculars back on then. It's just a personal thing, but I love having the binoculars on my third weapon slot. Just because you can like take a good look at all this sort of stuff and maybe notice stuff you wouldn't have noticed otherwise. Of course, seeing these two areas from a distance isn't one of them. Okay, where's Smelter? By the way, fun fact for anyone who might not have used Smelter Demon Armor. On female characters, you get underboob. Ain't that something? Alright, let's see. Remember, there's some kind of other structure in the back that's not really possible to see very easily from here. Yeah. Yeah, you're not really gonna see that one. It's like hidden behind the mountain, you know, behind it. Here's another. Yeah, no, I already showed this on the other character. Never mind. Here's That's all this stuff. Is that not cool? It's all sorts of different chimes and stuff. Where's Black Witch? I know I have it. This thing is funny because Lady of Black Witches, they also use pyromancy. They use fire magic, which is really funny because I wonder if if this weapon does have fire scaling on it. I wonder if it was actually meant to be able to use pyromancies too at one point, and then they decided, maybe we should back up a little bit and not make this thing able to use every kind of spell in the game, basically. It's really funny, really funny. Yes, Santiers is another weapon that's just really cool how it has two different move sets. Once you break it. What is this thing? Tarbrace. I don't think I've ever actually looked at this thing. Actually, it's not terrible, huh? It's got a decent AR. It's counter's not as good, but poise damage, I mean. But it's lighter and it's got better base AR. That's pretty cool. It might be Twinkling Titanite only, though, huh? I'll have to check this out. Let's check. Yeah, that's 20. Okay. Okay, that explains a little bit more, because I think that Mastodon stuff is Titan, plain Titan. So Mastodon probably is better in the long run. Alright. My good old classic warp sword. Also, you can see I have on Veil on because I was doing the grind to get the stupid little fucking... Where is it? It's that Bellkeeper set, that stupid little gnome set. I don't even know where it is. Is it near the top? I did get it, I'm pretty certain of that. I've got the red light cape also. The headdress too. Where is this stupid... Oh, there it is. Yeah. This set's such a pain to get, since online's not active. Anyways, let's move on to the next area. I want to talk about the, where's the pick here? So, going into Irvin Peak, I want to have you know something here, whoever's watching. So we got Irvin Peak here, all that height, and as you can see, there's obviously nothing above it, right? It's just the fucking flying lava castle, magic lava castle. People love to harp on about this one, but honestly, I don't think the transition is as bad as people make it out to be. Like, there's already other transitions in the game that don't line up with actual distance traveled or location or anything. Like, an easy one to point out is Drain Lake Castle's approach. How you like go through that tunnel and then the castle's on like the other side, even though you're basically going in a straight line, and suddenly it's like night and rainy and all that. And going to Haid, you cover way more distance than you actually move. Same deal with Forest of Fallen Giants. And Wharf, you go down farther than you should be able to reach the, you know, water surface, water level, whatever, sea line. You know what I mean. There's a lot of stuff in that game, because like the actual continent is meant to be bigger, but you know, it's both a combination of some places had transition areas cut, like Irvin Peak to Iron Keep. There was like an area in between, probably, that was cut. And other time constraint stuff like that, as well as just like not wanting to waste the player's time going through emptier, less interesting areas. Just to like line up the world better. Because this spans a whole continent, unlike DS1, which is a pretty small area. It's basically just the surrounding wall of Anor Londo. And even Anor Londo, you just get a very small snippet of it, even though there's a lot of it shown. The game's over a very small space. So people love to talk about the interconnected world stuff, but that's only really a thing in the first half. Like, as soon as you enter Sen's Fortress, that's done. That's gone. Like, everything after that is just as linear as 3, basically. Or 2, I guess. And along with that, the quality of the levels just drops off a fucking cliff. Like, Izalith is blatantly unfinished. And it's just not fun to play through, ever. Same with Demon Ruins to a lesser extent. Because they at least copy-paste a bunch of stuff instead of leaving most of it empty. Aside from the, you know, the dragon butts, as people like to call them. The Bounding Demons of Izalith. Which, I don't think you're really supposed to recognize that they are dragon butts. I think that was just asset reuse. Like, we didn't have time to make a unique model for this enemy we wanted, so, just, build them out of the dragon butt that we have already set up. And maybe that's why, in the Painted World, that one dragon butt will stand up if you jump attack it or whatever. Like, I could be way off base there, but that's just how it seems like, you know? I just don't feel like you're supposed to recognize that they are dragon butts. I think you're supposed to look at it and see, like, oh, that's the head, and those are, like, horns, and not, like, ribs or whatever. And because they got a completely unique moveset and everything. Like, this. And what's funny about them is that the Imperfects, that's them. That's the Bounding Demons. If there was more time to polish up Izalith, they probably would have been more like these things. Like, it probably would have been like this area here. Instead of, you know, the awful shit that it was, especially on release, where, like, everything happened to it. Just in range. That sucks. Fight! Yeah. Not what I asked. And just to clarify, when I'm talking about like my no death, no bonfire, or like doing this no agility, minimum agility stuff, or my opinions on how other Souls players treat the games, I'm not saying I'm great at the game either. I'm not that skilled. I don't have the greatest reflexes. I don't like the faster gameplay, which is why I don't care for 3, Bloodborne. Doesn't interest me, and I did not like Dark Souls 3, and I don't care for Elden Ring. I don't plan on grabbing Night Rain. Bloodborne doesn't look interesting to me. I just don't like that style of gameplay, and a lot of other people do, and it's just, that's all Souls became. I really miss the slower gameplay of Dark Souls 1 and 2. I'd probably enjoy Demon Souls if I got to play it, but, you know, it's exclusive. I haven't bothered to emulate it, and I don't want to get the remake. I don't like what they did with the art direction. And I especially don't like what they did with the music. Like, there's not a lot I know about Demon Souls. Although, recently, I've watched a video that showcased the, it was looking at all the assets and stuff of, like, sort of put back together, maybe, I don't know, for the unused Archstone, the Giants one or whatever, and the Snow one, and I was watching it, and I was thinking, like, what the fuck, this is Frigid Outskirts. This is Frigid Outskirts in Aleum Lois, like, the early part is. Like, one thing I like to say about Frigid Outskirts is that if it was like the approach to Aleum Lois, like if it's the first thing you did and you walked to it and it didn't have a boss, and you just walked through to get to Aleum Lois, I think it'd be a much more popular area. And that Giant's Archstone, it looked like that's what they were going to do with that. Because it looked like it was recycled into being Aleum Lois, which was crazy to me. Anyways, I feel like I would enjoy Demon Souls if I got to play it. Gameplay-wise, tonally, there's some things that put me off of it, like tone and story-wise. But, you know, it's still on the end of Souls that's closer to being like Kingsfield. And a lot of people will tell you Kingsfield is the predecessor to Souls. They're missing something there. Shadow Tower. Shadow Tower is almost the first Souls game. You level up with souls. It's got the right tone. It's way fucking harder than Kingsfield. It implements all the, like, expected stuff. Like, you got your item hotbar, you got durability. Defenses and all that stuff is more important. If you like Souls gameplay, like classic Souls, like 1 and 2 and Demons, probably, I'd say if you haven't played Shadow Tower, the PS1 version, you should give it a try. But do know that it is a pretty brutal game. Like, they were mean with it. Like, for all the complaining people do about, like, oh, Dark Souls 2 ganks and Dark Souls 2 ambushes, nothing in this game is anywhere as close to mean to some of the stuff that they did in that game. Like, I'm thinking about, I don't remember which zone it was. I think it was, like, Illusion World, maybe. But, God, there's, like, the fucking guy using the trumpet that they hide in the wall, and the flutist or whatever. Those things are such pricks. anything with drain is really anything with drains or curses. It's such a mean game, but it feels really rewarding to like crush areas. And something else it has, you can depopulate areas like Dark Souls 2. And really, it benefits you to do so. Killing enemies in that game makes you stronger, and so you want to just wipe out areas. You want to exterminate every single demon. Like, without Shadow Tower, there is no Demon Souls. I'm confident in saying that. It's the bridge between, you know, the old Kingsfield stuff and the newer Souls stuff. And it's a good in-between. Another heads up is that, in some ways it's a lot of, It's a dark game. Like, literally dark. It's like playing through Tomb of the Giants in a lot of places. The whole game has got a pretty short render distance. Just expect that you will suffer if you play it. They've got a lot of mean tricks up their sleeves. Alright, well, where was I? Back to, what I wanted to talk about with this area. I'll probably take a look at the chapters thing on YouTube for this video so people can skip around to specific spots. Now, anyways, the Flying Iron Castle. I think people sort of have a misunderstanding here. Because, like I said earlier, the whole distance isn't, you know, accurate to how it looks in game. So, first things first. First, before anything else, people will say, oh, the elevator at the top of, you know, this tower, at the top of the windmill, at the top of Earthen Peak. You know, there's no sign of it. This is not a playable space. You do not go here. You never reach the top. Like, you can take a look at this and try to keep in mind how this whole place looks and try to pick out where the boss is while you're there. Now, I'm going to head in and... Oh, also, before I go, this mountain behind here. Personally, I've always felt like it sort of looks like there's like a bit of a dim glow coming off of it. Like, this looks like it could be the Caldera, right? Maybe, a little bit. Like, I feel like it wouldn't be as bad if they moved this, like, a bit to the side, maybe. And now I'll head to Earthen Peak. And while I do that, I want to point out the bonfire icon. Look at this icon for Earthen Peak here. There is very clearly a mountain in the back. I don't know why it's not there in-game. It would have alleviated a lot of the problems people have. But, yeah, that's... It's, looks like it's in... It looks like it's in the same spot as that other one, too. It's a bit hard to tell from the icon, though. Like... Yeah, no, that is the same mountain. It just looks completely different. And a little bit farther away. But, like, that part is... You can see that the photo was taken probably from more that direction over there, but... That's how it looks, at least. Sort of. But, yeah, let's move into Earthen Peak. Let's move up to here. I just want to help establish a bit of a, how the space is laid out here. Hopefully I don't gotta deal with too many of these here. I'm just sort of running about, you know? Get that crap out of my way. So, you might have noticed the little ledge there, here. Especially if you're playing on Scholar, because you have a better reason to actually come to the spot and get the really annoying Desert Sorcerers. But you can sort of pick out where this spot is, and why are they, yeah, well, I've got a lot of them, but never end up using them. So, from this spot, you just sort of... Probably should get out of here, yeah, silly ladies. You and your goofy ass run that I haven't actually ever seen you do in-game. Do I have that, stone still? Okay, cool. No. Come here, buddy. I'll just run over. Okay. Alright, now that they're dead, I should probably get rid of these guys first, huh? Alright, buddy, come on. So yeah, here's this boss. Right over there. So from this spot, boss is right over there. It's not very far, but it is kind of pretty far back in the tower, you know? And what you have behind it is another tunnel. Not a very long one. They probably could have stretched out a little bit more if they wanted to get the point across at the distances farther traveled. One other small thing here is that the way this elevator is styled, I'm pretty sure there's one out of bounds in Saldora that looks like that. It's just something worth noting, I guess. There's probably some playing around with like what areas go where, because things were kind of just like mishmashed a bit. Personally, I don't mind that. I like the sort of fantasy feel. But I'll head back to the other bonfire in a moment. I guess I can talk about the windmill itself here. That's something else people like to rag on, like, oh, you burn the metal windmill. Oh shit. I just walked into that. But now the whole thing's just kind of, you know, metal. Only this part is metal. And something I was wondering was if it was actually metal or if it was just like a shitty wood texture, but no. It is metal. Like it's got a metallic wood. Compared to the rest, which is wood. Like everything that burns there is wood. The metal part only catches fire for like a small few seconds. People like to rag on that, like, oh, how would you know to burn the metal windmill? It's like, well, I mean, it could just be like, you know, fat or grease or something. You gotta grease stuff, like mechanisms like this to keep them running, right? Oil, grease, stuff like that. I don't think that's really insane to think. Like, the area's very obviously, like, notable in some way. Because it's got this ramp leading up to it, and there's... It's more obvious on Scholar, who has a, if I remember right, a Grave Warden standing here, very obviously guarding it. But even here on Vanilla, there's that mannequin just standing right here. I'll see how much he stands right there, though, because he might move out of the way. Let's see if I can actually survive. Or... Ouch! Alright, let's see. Because if I remember right, he doesn't really move, or maybe he like moves to the right. Yeah. What does he actually do? Oh, he goes in... It's this guy! No, 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 you get back here. But yeah, I think it's signposted enough, you know? There's a bonfire right next to it, too. I think that people just kind of forget that you can light torches, and so they get a little bit embarrassed. Like, they don't want to try light stuff, because if you watch people play, they usually don't bother with torches at all. Like, even in areas like the gutter, where they probably should. But, let me go back down to the Harvest Valley bonfire. And we can take a look at where exactly that spot is. As you can see, it is right there. It is very, very low down in the tower. In fact, it is significantly below the mountain in the back. And you can sort of see at... I should probably use my bow for this, huh? If you try to, like, figure out the boss room from here, see, you move forward a little bit, you go through there, sort of go there, and you move back a bit. So, somewhere in that general area. Not this actual, like, part of the wall I'm looking at in the front, but, like, behind it, like, in the back. I don't think this brown wall has anything to do with it. That might be from the Covetous. Maybe it's a list. I'm not sure that's from Covetous. It might be a bit low for that, but I think it's the area above it at least. But like, so to the left of the brown one probably. Or somewhere in that general area. So it's pretty far back in the tower, maybe even, I haven't seen like actual physical 3D space shown for it, but it might be behind the tower itself, like the upper parts here. But yeah, nothing above that is playable space. Like, the roof of that big main room is that line there. And everything above is just for show. So, people kind of get this impression that you're climbing to the top of the tower. You just aren't. You're not climbing very far at all, really. Which is crazy, because it's probably, one of the most vertical areas aside from room, you know. I want to take a quick look at Covetous to see if that... Okay, this puts me just a bit below that other bonfire, right? Where's that other bonfire in relation? Okay, that's there, and that's at the windmill. So you gotta climb up a bit, and that's where that thing is, okay. So is this the brown walls, or is this... How tall is this room? I don't actually remember. It's pretty tall. It's got like that staircase in the back, you know? So maybe that is... Maybe the brown walls do mark Covetous's area. I guess if I run outside, I can try to take a look. Excuse me. Can you break that, please? Oh, dude, really? I gotta get used to these new guys in this game. Small and smooth and silky stuff, so. Also, people like the complain about the ganks and stuff, but come on, it's so easy to deal with groups, man. You see that shit? These guys hit so hard. Is that the brown one in the back? Whoa! Where'd you come from? Were you that one? I guess I can both take a look and show something off at the same time here. Let me just move back here. Oh, excuse me. Thank you. Get out! Get me out of here! Try jumping and then hurrah for oversight. That's crap. Maybe I should keep this guy. Try it one more time. I don't need to do this, I just want to. Like that was bad. Alright. Okay. Let's hope I make it this time. There we go. Never mind. I'm going too straight, you know. I need to go more to the left here. I don't know why the collision right here is like this, but it lets you jump out of bounds like this. Just gotta be careful, because you do lose collision. I don't know exactly where, and this does not accurately that is the problem. I'm gonna put on a... I don't want to lose my souls. I don't actually care that much about them, but I want to, you know... How far back can I get? Okay, that is the problem. Right. Yeah. Okay, that's definitely Covenant, yeah. I don't know what terrain is safe to walk on, so... Yo, is that a ladder? What? What's that for? No. Bye-bye. Welcome to the green world. Slap on my a different ring again. That painful bird. Okay, okay. What do I have next? I can show off... What was the stuff I want to talk about? I guess I can make a quick pit stop at Amana, but I don't really have much to say about this one. People love complaining about this area, but it genuinely is not, like, difficult. I mean, it's harder if you're on, like, New Game Plus, or even higher bonfire intensity levels. But, really, it's not a difficult. It used to be difficult. On release, this place sucked ass. That's why it has the reputation it has. But, like, even if you're melee only, it isn't really hard anymore. Look, you can just walk to the side. Oh, look. You just dodge like this. You can dodge multiple at the same time, even. It's like genuinely not hard. People just suck ass at the game. Like, I genuinely have no clue where the complaints come from with how the game is now. Scholar, if I'm remembering right, it does even out Amana, because in vanilla here, Amana's very backloaded. The hardest part's at the very end of it. Like, the part right before Roy's resting place, the cave, you know? And then, the spots after that, everything after Roy's resting place is a lot tougher. But still, it's not really that hard. Oh god, this guy. Probably should just use nothing to do. I didn't need that person. Oh, buddy. And if you bring a bow, it's just genuinely not an issue at all. Wow. Like, they don't even hit hard. I mean, I guess it's hard if you have no fucking health, but... The hardest part is dealing with the invader. Like, if you just rush in, then yeah, you'll get fucking banged up by all those lizard men. And while the priestesses are shooting at you. But, you know, you just need to play more careful. And especially use ranged options if you draw one. People like to pretend, oh, that's not my build, but, like, are you being real, man? Like, how much does a bow take to use? It takes, like, nothing. Yeah, 7 strength and 12 dex. That's like, I'm pretty sure that like knight class and stuff like that starts with that much. Alright, I covered Richard Outskirts. What can I say about the other co-op areas? I don't think I have much to say about Shulvas, because it's both the easiest of the main three, I guess I'll say, co-op challenge areas, and the one with the easiest boss too, I feel like. You just need to play like you'd play other areas and you'll be fine. You can get through it pretty easily. And some people hate the Gang Squad trio boss. I actually really like it because the arena is like perfectly set up for it. Whether you're summoning or not, the arena's great. I don't really want to run through the area now. I'll just slap on a ring and I'll try to sprint through it. It might not go well, but yeah, by the way, here, these summoning poles, if you don't know, at the start of each DLC, there's like that circular room with all these stone statues like this. And that message that says they're being channeled far away or something like that. They go to these. These are summoning pools so people who didn't own the DLC could sort of demo it with the co-op challenge areas. That's why they're the way they are. They're tuned to be for summoning. That's why they're tougher areas than most other ones. They want you to summon for them. But you can still get by fine if you don't. That must have been at the very end of my, reduced damage stuff. Backstabbing. Alright, where's, I know you can pick off. Yeah, I should probably do something about this one. Getting rid of this guy's gonna help me. Salt this guy. And I might be fine to just jump in there. I'm getting rid of this guy. You need to die. Probably should be breaking these before I, go pick up. Oh, these guys, by the way, there are certain weapons that you are able to take them out with. He's coming right for me. Where's my spears? I want a spear. Let's try this one. This might work, maybe. Yeah. You gotta tilt the camera down to aim low. And you gotta have like a good weapon that's able to aim really low too. Spears are a decent one. I think rapiers can work. I don't know if anything like Gulf Swings on Ultra Greatsword can do it or not. I guess I can try it out real quick, huh? Do I have some kind of Ultra Greatsword that has one? I'd say just use bows though, it's the easiest. Where's my ultra great swords at? What is that thing? Oh, that's the ganks. Where do I get this? Why do I have two of them? I don't know where that's from. I know that the plain great sword has one. It's I don't think that's gonna work. Maybe, I don't know. Is there one alive still? It's not what I'm thinking. Oh my god. Let me try the other side. I don't think this reaches far enough. Does it? If I do this. Maybe that'll work. No, okay. Well, there might be a better great sword for that. I don't know. I don't know, puzzle sword. It's got the it's got whip moves. Maybe that'll work. Oh, that's yeah. And this thing probably doesn't even bounce off, does it? Oh wow. Yeah, this sword works too. So I guess whips will probably be fine. Okay, put my... I've carried so many weapons that I don't need. And if I remember right, that's the hard part of this place, so... People will say, like, oh, if I die on the boss run, I don't want to have to fight stuff on the way back. Well, it's like, you should just do it. It's no, like, it's better for you if you do. It's easier than trying to sprint through it. You get souls out of it. You get item drops out of it. And if you end up having to do it enough, then you despawn the area. You know? Do I have I might as well just slap my... Bring back up. Whoa. That's scary. I could have been buffing too. I probably should have been. Poison these guys? I guess I'll kill them before they would get poisoned, but yeah. There's this thing. This thing's really dangerous. But this arena is fantastic for this fight. Like, it's one of the best NPC fights in the series, probably. Just because of the arena, it's like specifically built for it. Like, if you're summoning and bringing, you know, allies, then you'll pretty much just be fighting in this area, and falling in the water is going to make things worse for you, because then, they're probably going to switch targets and go after one of your friends, and then it's down from like a 4v3 or a 3v3 to a 2 or 3. 3 or 2. But if you're solo, these pits are... you want them. Like, it helps you break them off and separate them a little bit so you can... you know, take a pot shot at this guy. And all these pillars, these little columns, they help block the archer's fire. Like, you have all these corners you can cut because of them too. Like, they have to go around So if you just like cut the corner and jump, then you're saving time and making them walk, and you can take advantage of that because while they're a bit farther from each other. It's a really, I really like the fight. I think it's got a really good flow to it, and you get to just do a bunch of fun stuff like hop back and forth and run around, split them up, and just handle it really well. And I understand that like some people don't really care for that and don't like to fight, but I think it's worth giving a try like that. Like, just run about, jump these kind of spots, and see how that works out for you. Take pot shots at them when you can. Get your backstabs in, maybe. Although preferably while they're separated. You don't want to do that while they're grouped up. I think it's a really fun fight, whether you're doing it with summons or solo. And if you don't like it, well, it's not like you have to finish it, because the reward is, what, a flower skirt. Like, an item that genuinely doesn't matter for anything. It doesn't look good. Now, I'll move on to everyone's favorite, Iron Passage. I will say, Iron Passage, probably the worst co-op area. Probably the worst of these optional challenge areas. I mean, maybe personally you like Frigid Outskirts less than it, but personally I think Iron Passage is the worst of the three. And the reason being, it's the hardest to do solo. Like, this one is built for co-op more than the other ones are. It's very obvious in the way it's designed. Hold on, let me move back a bit. Because I'm going to need to attune a different spell here. Yeah, what I want here is soul peas. So, what I was doing here was... So, what they want you to do is, they want, like, you to be summoning, of course. But this, you can't really do it solo, because the NPC summons, they are not, like, scripted to work with you with the levers. Like, they won't pull the levers themselves, and they won't, like, wait at the end of the hallway to, like, run in and handle stuff. So, the way this area is meant to be played doesn't really survive if no one is summoning here. You have Visions of Hollow, therefore try miracles. These enemies are considered hollows by the game, so they are vulnerable to solo peas. What I was doing when I was doing this in my minimum agility New Game Plus Company of Champions playthrough on this character here, what I was having to do was I tuned my soul peas. I think these guys are soul peas. I might get this one. 2. And yeah, beat them like this. Although you don't have to get this guy. You can kind of ignore him. I'm gonna put my ring on just in case. Because I want to hold on to my souls, and it's easy to die in this place. They want you to have 2 allies, or 3 allies, I guess, wait at the door. Because these areas have increased summoning limits, if I remember right. You can get an extra summon. But you want your allies, you want someone to use the lever, and then you want the rest waiting at the gate probably. And they can, and unless you just want to send 2 people through, it really depends. But you can have them move through, and they'll be on this upper level, and then someone else is on the lower level here. Armor pieces. And they can help deal with that with ranged or something, maybe. While the others move on to this next section. Also, I feel like there was an enemy right here at some point. I don't know why. Oh! But in vanilla, I don't think she does it in Scholar, but in vanilla, Ornifex sells an unlimited amount of amber herbs. You'd have to farm them otherwise, I think. Like it's Scholar. But yeah, you just use Soul Piece, clear out these side rooms. Especially the second one, like there's no chance that you're getting through here just by like running and trying to avoid them. The second run is they're too far back, they come out too fast. You're not making it like that. It's really set up so you can have people wait at the gate and run in when you pull the lever. So if you're solo, this is the easiest way to get in through. It's the safest way to get in through. But it's also pretty expensive. Like it costs you like thousands of souls each attempt. So it's the easiest and it's the safest, but I wouldn't say it's the cheapest, you know? Well, I mean, these hollows would say it's pretty cheap, huh? Alright, let's get a move on. Yeah, then you can deal with to help you avoid the brunt of this place, which is always so rough to deal with. Like, this is just a hard area to solo. Revenge it. And I think that's why it's the, if the NPC summons, like, if they worked with the levers and gates and stuff, I think this area would be a lot better to solo. I mean, it'd still suck in company of champions, but you still have to do it like this, but, you know, it's kind of when you sign up for it when you're in the Covenant. This guy. I prefer to deal with that guy with poison arrows usually, but I just want to get through this area quicker right now. And what hurts once you get through that is that this boss is actually pretty fucking hard compared to, like, Gank Squad. Like, I was having a lot of trouble with this boss while I was playing on, while I was doing my New Game Plus Company Champion stuff. It's given me a real... I actually had to look at a, one of those playthroughs by those psychopaths that do like the hardest runs. You know, people who really mastered the game. They do stuff like, oh, this is my Blue Smelter Soul Level 1 New Game Plus 7 Company of Champions with no sprinting, rolling, or blocking, and unupgraded weapons. That kind of stuff. I don't know how those people do that. They're insanely good at the game. Bloodstain. It's always funny seeing bloodstains here because they're always just stuff like this. Yeah, I wish I had less skull or fucking bloodstains, where they like they work as like an AoE. It's such a good addition. But yeah, that's how you can easily deal with Iron Key and Iron Passage. If you want to. It's a bit more time consuming and it's gonna cost you a bunch of souls, but it's the safest way through. And you probably want that if you're doing like a Company of Champions thing. If you're doing it on a normal new game, like not in Company of Champions, then you can just do that to despawn them, and then you can just run through the levers easily. Super, super good. Or you can just like let them out and kill them until they kill them all, warp back to the bonfire, repeat until they despawn. But doing it this way will also give you attempts at the boss. Help me. Do I have that? No. Let's see. What else do I have I can talk about? Well, something that people do like to harp on about with Scholar is how, like, oh, these enemy placements don't make sense, and I don't actually know what they're talking about when they say that. Like, a common one people point to is Hade's Tower of Flame, but like, I don't know, I just can't agree that it feels weird to see Hade Knights and Hade, you know? And the other thing people like to point to with that one is, you know, the Guardian Dragon Jr. that they have there in front of the Dragon Slayer. It's like, oh, it doesn't make sense. Just put a dragon here. He's right next to a Dragon Slayer too. But it's like, Dragon Slayer's locked in. He's stuck in there. He's not getting out. He's probably being guarded by the dragon, and that could be the Dragon Rider's dragon. You know, I don't think it doesn't make sense. I think it fits fine. I don't think there's anything wrong with it. I think stuff that makes less sense is mostly in vanilla. Like there's there's all those undead aberrations or enhanced undead or whatever you want to call them. I think an aberration might have been something else. But the enhanced undeads that are in the Sinner's Rise, or Saltsford, whichever, down in the water, instead of you know, exile sentries, which make more sense given that they, you know, have ties to the area already. Or like Earthern Peak, which has Grave Wardens for some reason. I think that's still the case in Scholar too, but I don't really know why they're there. Like that's something I've always wondered about, like why there's a bunch of Grave Wardens there. I saw someone say, like, because Mytha's got the whole, like, Medusa thing going on, where, you know, she hates being seen and she'll decapitate you if you do, and it's probably, like, a bit of a Medusa influence there. That maybe Grave Wardens are, like, a good pick for guards because, like, they don't see. They have, like, that like, mask covering their face. I don't know. That's just what I kind of feel. What else do I have to talk about? There's always the that sort of opinion that DS2 has like worse bosses than 1. I really don't agree with that at all. I think a lot of people look at 1 with nostalgia glasses and should probably go back and play through it and like seriously sit down and think about it and try to like rank its bosses compared to other ones with like fresh in mind playthroughs. Especially looking at some of the like straight up objective flaws that some of them have. Like people will harp on about like DS2 hitboxes, but more recently with like Lord Radai's, you know, debug menu and hitbox display and stuff like that, you have and other people like looking into like frame data and stuff like that, and just taking a good objective look at all the hitboxes and stuff. DS2s are not how they were described. DS2's got it's on par with 1 and 3, and in some cases, a lot of times, it's better than those two. Like weapons line up more accurately, which is good for PvP and for, you know, people who just like it being more believable. Like if you missed a weapon, you missed, man. You gotta hit them with it. Or like a lot of bosses line up the same way, where they've got sometimes fairly tight hitboxes. Of course, there are enemies that break away from that and aren't really good. Like the elite giants, you know, the big twin club ones. Like in the ones that, like the ones hidden down in the gutter in the Black Gulch that give you the Forgotten Key or the memories. Those guys, they have sort of iffy hitboxes, and one of their attacks is straight up broken. Their jump attack, it's broken. It has like it spawns like a hitbox, a spherical one, like behind under them when they're in the air, and it's not what it's supposed to be. They're not working right. Mimics, obviously. Although for mimics, I kind of feel like, you know, you fall for that once and you're never going to fall for it again. Just don't stand next to it. The enemy is a trap. If you're, like, hugging it, I can't really be bothered if that hits you, like, no matter where you are. But if you're looking at, like, oh, like, from an objective sense, yeah, it's not a great hitbox. It's just a big sphere surrounding it, and also the arms, when it's waking up, have hitboxes on them. So, don't stand near it. If you're waking it up, taking a hit, just like take one hit and run back, or rush it down if you can kill it faster than it can wake up, you know? But I don't think Mimic is a big deal. What's another one? The Parasitized Undead. You know, the guys with the spider on their back in Seldora. They've got some issues. Everyone knows that one, how they'll like hit you after they've died. I don't know what's going on there. I kind of want to see it, but at some point, I might take a look at a bunch of random stuff with debug menu and Scholar. Like, one I especially want to see is the flame salamanders. I think I mentioned them earlier in the video. Let me head to Cardinal Time here. But flame salamanders, they have issues. There's stuff wrong with these guys. Let me just buff. I'll take that plunge. These things suck to deal with. There's two kinds of salamanders. There's these ones up here that are like sort of set to a turret mode where they'll only stand in place and shoot fireballs at you. And those guys, they have this awful tracking. They're super annoying. Especially this one, which is such a fucking prick. Exactly, this one's so annoying. Because this one's so close to like the wall, there's no good way to deal with it with melee. You really just want to use poison arrows on it. If you can like get on top of it or like towards its back where it just doesn't target you anymore, it's easy to deal with it. But if you're trying to deal with it like that other one, that first one, then you're not handling it, man. I accidentally jumped and that caused a lot of problems there. Oops. Oh, he jumped down for me too. Let me just go first. Because there's still stuff I want to show off the salamanders. This would probably be better if I wasn't okay, but, you know. Oh, that was I'm glad I still made it. So the timing that you say to start attacking is like once the second fireball is starting out, because they'll stop spinning. This one's a complete asshole, though. Don't you... So now I'm in a very bad spot. Okay, this spot I'm talking about. This makes it so easy. But you need to be careful because when you move too far to the sides, then it'll wake back up. Like if I just take a little step to the side here, then well, yeah, there we go. Now the really dangerous one is these two down here. Oh man, let me get my sunlight plate back. These things have issues too. I really want to see the hitboxes in one of their attacks. Oof! You douchebag. But they have a few attacks that are really annoying to deal with. Like the tongue attacks aren't that bad, especially the one that goes straight. Can you do something else, bud? Yeah, like that attack is the best one. The worst one is the stupid bash. That. No, that's the wrong attack. The dive is also bad, but... Hold on, stop targeting. Buddy. You can sort of tell when he's going to die. It makes things easier. This guy needs to stop wasting my time. Oh, that's the best thing you can do. hold on. What I should be doing here, what I should be doing is I should be using this, and I should be using a Leo ring. Okay, I was hoping he was going to do the other bash, not that one. But I want to show off more of these guys' moveset. I spent a lot of time at them, so I've learned a lot about these guys. And I've watched a sort of overview video on them by Bonfire VN, and in that video they showed off a tail swipe attack on them, and I have never seen that attack on this enemy. I don't think it can. Okay, that's the fucking head bash. Okay. I don't know how I will do that. Okay, buddy, dive. Oh, okay, he got my leg with that one. Can you do something else? Yeah, it's diving. There we go. That bash is the worst attack he has, because he can sort of start using it. If he chains it together, it's so obnoxious. But yeah, I've gotten decent at fighting these guys, but they're still so annoying, man. Holy shit, that does a lot of damage to you. That's actually good to know. Excuse me. Now, let's see. What I would like to show off is... For it, I should probably have this. Just, it's not the biggest help, but it's going to help more than old Leo. Because there's a few different ways into this area. Like the most obvious and most plain, straight, intended way is to go down to where the last giant's boss fog is and use the door once you have the key from Iron Keep. I'll show it off, I guess. I don't actually know what to do. I guess I'll use the classic here. Probably buff it. Actually, no, hold on. That one attack was so good on it. If I just keep that. Yeah. If you come in through this way, that guy in the back is firing already, and if he's firing in his turret mode, because he is a fighter one like this one, but there's something interesting about it. Look, he doesn't have the tracking. He's not spinning around so far. Isn't that crazy? If he's in that mode, he doesn't track you so crazy. I knew he was going to do that shit too. I just rolled. glad he's being a little bit kinder with the head bash. Because if he spams it, it's so annoying. But they supposedly have a tail swipe attack, and that Bonfire VM video, it uses enemy control mod, I think. And through that, if you can use the attack through that, it means it is in their kit and it is functional, but I have never seen them use it. I don't know if they can use it. I've been trying to get it. If anyone else wants to try and play around with these guys and see if they can get them to use the attack, I'd love to see that in normal gameplay. But no matter how much I hang out behind them, they either just turn around and use something else, or they'll do the dive. And I think that's a bit sad, because the tail attack is pretty cool looking. I mean, in some ways, it's good that they don't, because it looks really dangerous. But at the same, but again, it's like more of the kill. I just don't use it. If the tracking wasn't how it was, then maybe they would, but I don't know. Yeah, you might have noticed there that these guys also have, they aim their shots, too, along with the tracking. Let me go back to the next part. Oh yeah, wait. Alright, so yeah, the way's down into the pit. There's the door that I just showed off. There's the jump from here with the plunging attack onto that one. If you got fall damage resistance, you can probably just make it from a normal drop, but it's better to drop onto that pile of rubble there. Like, this is a spot that you can use too. But I'm going to show off the last one, and that is let me just get rid of your thing. Just want to get these last guys here. I missed that. Can I? Damn. That was a bad jump. Let me try again. There we go. That's better. Now, where's the other cave? Because I actually forgot this one was here, and I might not have grabbed what's in here. Yeah. Alright, you can hear him playing back there. Alright, buddy. Get the door open, you need it. There we go. And he's gonna be in his little mode where he can't track you super hard. But the other one's gonna come over. Oh god, that's the worst attack it has. I'm gonna get hit. See? That's the one I want to see. That's the one I want to see a hitbox. I don't know what's going on with that fire breath sweep, but it is. It's one of the attacks is broken. Like I even drew a diagram. Oh, come on, buddy. I even drew a Can you fuck off? A diagram of it for a friend. Come on, use your tail. Buddy, that's not your tail. Can you suck my ass? Ow. I want to see your tail attack. That's your tongue. Woo. Doesn't want to use it, man. It's sad. I want to see it. I don't know if they can use it. Like, if he just used it right now, it would blow my mind. But, you know, it doesn't seem like it's possible. You need to stop that. It'd make me so happy if he did. But you're just gonna dive instead. Yeah. Look at that. It's sad. I want to see it. I want to see it so bad. Dad! I'm behind you. Use your stupid tail. Not that. Dodging. Oh, never mind. Just fuck me, I guess. But yeah, if you want to fight salamanders, this is basically how you do it. I'd recommend just using poison though. It's a lot easier. These things are... How did that miss me? Where's this? But I'm also curious about the hitboxes of the tongue attacks. Like I think the straight one has a little bit of a slight issue with it. Not like a big deal. It's just that you shouldn't go to the left. Because it, like, sort of, does something, but it's a small thing. The other tongue attack I want to see just because, like, I'm curious of what the fuck's up with it. I haven't had any issues with it, I just wasn't. And, the dive attack I'm curious about, because I want to know, like, how much of his body becomes a weapon when he does it. Like, where can you go that's safe? That kind of stuff, you know? Alright, there was something else I wanted to show off. What was it? Oh, yes. Dealing with ganks. Like, that's another big complaint, is that, you don't have a good way to do, like, deal with a bunch of stuff in the game. But, I don't really agree with that. Like, everyone knows the, this infamous one here, the Bastille Soldier Clown card, right? Everyone knows that one. Let me, put on the Leo ring, let's go. Because he won a thrusting weapon here. I might as well just stick it on now, huh? Doesn't hurt. Do this again. Wow, nice aim, buddy. You're almost as good as me. How embarrassing for you. Wonder how hard this heavy attack will hit him. Not really confusing, just for the amount it busts up your durability. It's a cool attack, though. Now, if you're not familiar, I'm talking about this one. What people like to do is they'll like go in and then like back out. Don't do that. That makes it harder. And by harder, I mean like not a tremendous amount. I mean, obviously, I'm optimized for this, but having like a thrusting weapon like a rapier or a spear is really, really good for this. So, something that I wanted to take a look at when I was playing earlier, and I did, is a way to deal with this ambush. And it was spurred by, I saw in a Domo 3000 video how to handle this area in Scholar, because they made some changes to this area in Scholar, and hold on, I want you dead. Probably not gonna play you, huh? Not while you're blocking. Oh, there we go. But they moved a bunch of explosive barrels around to be easier to use, and they added more of them. I'll point that out when I get there. But it made me curious. Like, what about for vanilla, you know? So I took a look, and I figured out something. This spot here. If you're on the tower part here, you can disarm this ambush from here. Like, you just gotta aim it well, though. But look, you can hit them. Obviously, it's not going to be as effective here because I'm on New Game Plus. Like, one of those would have killed them. One of those two would have killed them if I was on New Game. I don't remember which one, but one of them. This dog needs to... This dog's gonna kill me. Don't you dare! I could throw stuff at you too. Don't try to get me. Oh my god, it actually worked. You need to die, buddy. I completely forgot those two guys were down here on bonfire intensity 2 and up. Scary stuff, huh? Alright, now let's go deal with the weakened ambush. But the reason I was curious was because one thing they showed off is that they moved one of the barrels so that you can hit it from like here. And I thought that was pretty interesting, and I was wondering like, oh well, what about for vanilla? Now you can wake these guys up without going inside, so you can only get this duo. Where's the friend at? There he is. Now, something you can do in Scholar is that there's a barrel, like, there's a barrel right there, at that spot, so you can just, like, oh, shit! Shoot! Oh boy, I forgot about him. Scared me. Alright, well. As I was saying, there's a in Scholar, there's an explosive black powder barrel right here. So you can just use that to blow up these guys too. I don't recall what the rest of the ones inside here look like. Like, I don't know if this one's still right here, or if it was moving in this corner yet. Or if there's any in the tunnel here. But, they made this encounter easier to deal with the Scholar. And they did that for a fair few of them. Like, another one is the old Akalar ambush. If you don't know offhand what that one is, that's the goblin ambush in that one door building, the gate building in Shaded Woods. I'll look at that real quick. Old Akalar. I probably should have come here from the jewel. Oh. Excuse me. I'll just pull it out. It's not going to be able to give me a different ring. What did I have on here? I had souls, right? Silver penny. I'm not going to need this. So I'll put on a gold one. What matter with this? I don't know. Soul piece does not work on these guys. There are some things that are surprisingly considered hollow that wouldn't probably expect. But these guys are. I guess they're more mutant than hollow, you know. So I don't know everything they did with this area, but I do know that there's like an explosive barrel right here that you can use to wake them up. So you can deal with them before pulling the lever. But if you're in vanilla like this, you need some kind of ranged option. Personally, I think fire bombs work alright. You can just like toss one up. There we go. And with that, you wake them up. And you can disarm the ambush like that. If you're pulling the lever, then you can deal with the basilisk separate. And that's if you just don't even... You don't even have to worry about doing it this way either, because you can just like bully these guys if you group them up. If I remember right, Alluring Skulls also work on them. I should probably check that. If the door is open, do these guys rush out? I don't remember. Sounds like they do. If I remember right, they do go after Alluring Skulls. Yep. And the cat sells those, so you can just pick up one or two and disarm that this way too. There's a lot of that. Like, people really just overcomplicate things because they don't want to use items, they don't want to use ranged options, they just want to use pure melee. They just want to, like, I don't know, HR1, I guess. ridiculous. I don't know why people have so much trouble with Dark Souls 2. It's not a hard game. The encounters can be handled so easily if you just are a little bit observant or patient or prepared. And it gets a bad rep because of it too. It's ridiculous, man. What's another spot that a lot of people have trouble with? How about going to the chariot? I'll show off that one. So first of all, I'm picking this bonfire in the Undead Walkaway because it's a shortcut here. It's not an intended shortcut, but it is one that you can use. And I even have a message here. Try bravery and then a rush for shortcut. Oh shit! Hold on. There we go. You can jump across like that, and then you're there faster. It's not the best shortcut. It's a little bit dangerous, and you know, how much time is it really saving you? But it's pretty easy to pull off, and it is saving you some time. Should probably put on that stone ring. Now, I haven't done this on New Game Plus in a bit, so this might be a little bit rough. But waking these guys up, you can do it one at a time if you just wait here for a second. Because they delay their jumps down. They're pricks. Come on, buddy. I think these guys also have hyper armor though, so that makes them a little bit harder to deal with. You really want to get them one at a time. They oh fuck, that's not what I wanted. That might be a New Game Plus difference. That usually works. Hold on. Let's put on something else. Shit. Could have gone with this. I was hoping to get on a Great Hammer, but you know, it's okay. It's okay. But you could take that part slow and do them one at a time. I either messed something up or they changed how things are linked up on New Game Plus. Oh, I missed. Well, that wasn't the best display of what I'm talking about, but you can figure it out. You can figure it out. It's not tough. While I'm right here, I guess I can show off getting this. You just plunge attack, you know. And once you're up here, you can just run off. You can run off on the step too, but it's not a big deal either way. Go back and go to the other bonfire. Show off something else there. This area is... where is this? Bridge. Now, something I do feel like showing off, but I might have to do in a later video, is Ancient Dragon. I took it in a fair fight, and what I'm assuming is the intended way. I kind of learned how to tell what it's how to read what it's gonna do, because it's not just that it'll fly up and breathe fire down. It's got a bit of variation in how it can do it. It can like jump forward and do it. It can jump backwards and do it. It can stay in place and do it. It can apparently jump to the sides and do it. I saw that like once. And never again. Scared the fuck out of me when he did. Yeah, there we go. But I might show that off. Not in this video though, I'll do that in a different one. If I decide to. But a lot of people like to say stuff like, oh, he's got 4 attacks. He's definitely got like a full kit. He's got the like head attack, the bite or whatever. He's got like front claw slam, he's got back foot slam, he's got tail attack, he's got the fire breath, like overhead with the variations in it, like the different ways he can do it. He's got the forward breath. He might have other like variants on like the front and back feet attacks too. I don't remember. And he's also got a he can also jump to the side just as like a dodge thing. I saw him do it like once as well, but when he does something that you like never see, it freaks you out, man. You don't like it. You're like halfway through the fight and then he just pulls out some shit you've never seen him do before. Sometimes bosses have that, and sometimes normal enemies do, and it's scary as hell. Like the shaded wood lions, they have like a combo they'll sometimes do where it'll seem like they're doing like normal swing, but then they'll like follow it up with like a normal 1 or 2 more, and then like a big jump, and it's you never expect it. It always catches you off guard because they never do it. It's scary, man. What else do I have I can show off real quick? There's something I want to show off on Iron Keep, but first I want to... I don't have to go there to... I don't have to go there to do it, but I do love the gargoyles. I think they're a better fight than the DS1 gargoyles, and a better fight than the 4 kings. It's sort of both of them combined. Instead of being like time-based like 4 kings, where it's just a DPS rush, and it kind of ruins New Game Plus cycles because of it, it's instead based on like the boss's total health. And so if you just focus down like 1 gargoyle at a time, you'll never have to deal with more than 3 of them at once. And ideally you're dealing with 2 of them at once at most. Maybe even just 1, if like you're way too strong and on like New Game or something. And I love that. It's a really fun fight once you've got the hang of it like that. And they also just have like, I like their moveset and better than the DS1 ones, and they're a bit smaller so they're easier to handle. They're not as aggro, so they'll sometimes... That's basically the thing with like most of DS2's multi-fights, is that things aren't as aggro. They're designed more around being in groups. So you'll have stuff like that, or the Throne Duo, where they'll back off and give you a bit of a chance to, you know, get some hits in. Especially if they do an attack like one of the flame breaths, or the lightning attack, where it's just like free hits. The lightning attack, they do it so rarely though. Like, I don't remember the last time I actually saw them use it. And the dog pit after it, the one that's a Kappa reference here, it's I'm probably gonna die if I try it right now, but These things are considered hollows, so something you can do is... shit, I'm too high up. You can do this. Isn't that nice? Honestly, I thought they were going to survive that because the increased bonfire cycle. But I guess once I'm out of company and champions, they're taking more damage from it, so... Alright, Iron Key. There's something I wanted to show off here. I'm trying to remember exactly what it was. I think it was related to movement. Like, something that DS2 does that the other games don't is that... Hold on, I can show it real quick. So, you've got your run button, you know that, everyone knows that. You can run. And everyone knows you use the same thing for... Well, you can use it for jumping too if you have it bound that way in the options. I don't right now, I prefer the stick. Unless I'm doing parry walking. If I'm trying to parry walk, then I'll switch it. And that's just because it makes it really hard to roll that way if you're doing that, but let me slap on the skirt real quick. It's because the skirt lets you it lets you jump from a from walking. You can it's actually pretty useful in spots that you can't run. Like if you can't run, you can use this and jump and move a little bit faster at the expense of stamina. But yeah, having B jump on B is good for parry walking if you have the skirt. Where's my micro boots? What is this? Why do I have so many? Oh, that's short noise. Also, I know that armor isn't really useful in DS2, but you know, it's a small benefit, and I like the fashion. It's not like I'm rolling bad on much anyways. Okay, I still got that. So, something that DS2 does that DS1 and DS3 don't, and probably not Bloodborne either, probably not Demon Souls either, I don't know. But, backstepping, same button as rolling and sprinting, you know that. Stand still, hold B, or whatever your run button is. You don't backstep. You don't backstep if you hold it. You have to tap it. Like, look, I'll even show you. I'm walking. I'm running. You can set up runs from standing in DS2. The other games don't let you do it, and it bothers me so much. It's such a useful thing. It's one of the small changes that's in DS2 that's so nice to have, and the other games just drop it. It pisses me off a little bit. It's such a nice thing, and people just don't appreciate that. I feel like I'm the only person who's ever noticed you can do that. Because I've never seen any... Why the hell am I using fire arrows? I feel like I'm the only person who's ever noticed it. I've never seen anyone else mention it. And there's a lot of spots it's really helpful to have. Like, it's useful for a lot of jumps. should probably get this the guy first before I go up there. Come here. Pointless? No, it's not. How is this pointless? Look at this. This is fun. Oh, this is gonna take a little longer than it would have on a new game. Yes. It's hiding. Yeah, I wouldn't recommend trying to run past the long knights, just because, knights, whatever you want to call them. Just because they're fast, and they're pretty valuable to kill, really. Their armor's worth a lot if they get dropped. I'm gonna put on the this ring just in case. It's possible I'll slip up and die still. Should probably get things prepared too. Oh, he's coming for me. I usually have the bridge down already. Oh, never mind. He's around still. Too heavy to have good back stuff right now. But stuff like this item is pretty easy to get if you use the jumps this way. Let me just because you can just do it like this and then grab it and then jump back. You need so little space to jump in DS2 because of this. It's so nice to have, and the other games just don't do it. I don't know why. It's such a good thing to have. I mean, obviously, Elden Ring, by that point, you don't need it because they have a dedicated jump button that's, you know, more typical classic-style jump, you know, like other action games or platformers and stuff like that. But for the other Souls games, they have no reason not to do it like this. Like, DS1, Demon Souls, they came before this. It's fine. It's not a big deal. Bloodborne, I don't think they have something like that. I haven't played it as exclusive, and the gameplay does not look interesting to me. Like, I don't like how it plays. I don't like the fast-paced, everything's flailing around, everything's screeching. And it looks more spammy. It doesn't look fun to me. I like the slower, more methodical, be careful, plan ahead, DS2 style stuff. You know, DS2 and Shadow Tower and stuff like that. Stuff that's gonna punish you really hard if you don't. And they just stopped playing it in that style, man. I know it's sad. But, yeah, like, I can understand the other games not having it. But DS3, why the fuck does it not handle jumping like this? It's so much better. It's so much better. Anyways, since I brought up DS3, I can talk about another thing that it used to be a pretty common complaint. I don't think it really is anymore. I mean, some people will still complain about it. They're coming from like DS1 and they're not used to it. But I think people had. I think I heard that if you do PvP in DS3, it's a helpful thing to have, but not this one, but that club to his mind, actually. Let me just go to a different spot. Go to, like, Forest of Fallen Giants or something. But, if you're seeing me pull out the heavy, you already kind of know what it is, probably. If you're someone who plays DS3 in that way, or is used to DS2 like this. It's, of course, the, manual aiming is what they call it in DS3. It's like when you're locked on, you can just swing the opposite way by using the control stick. But some people really hate it, but it lets you do cool stuff. Like, if I'm focused on this idiot here, I can just go like this and take out this guy behind me. It's like, oh, this guy on this... Good tactic for that one. It's like, get this guy out of here. Like, it's a nice thing to have. Once you're used to it, it's super nice to have. It's helpful. You just really have to be used to it, because if you're not, then you're gonna get fucked up. Like, what DS3 did and make it like an option that you can toggle is... That's a better way to handle it than just having it enabled by default and always on like this, but... I think it's a good thing to have for heavies. And since this is about manual aiming, this already came up earlier, but I'll mention it again, is that all weapons have some degree of manual aiming. It's not as severe as like great hammers and ultra great swords and stuff, but like if I aim at the bonfire, attack, and then go right, I turn to the side, turn left, go down, hit the bonfire, you can see it's like in the fire, go up, it's above it, point the camera up. Every weapon, well, maybe not every weapon, like I think there's a few that don't have manual aiming at all, but a lot of weapons have manual aiming of some kind. I cannot see with this one. Like I don't think yeah, not it is. Is that him? I wonder if that... Oh, it does. Well, no, I wasn't locked on. Yeah, no. Although I held back, maybe if I hold the side, it'd be different. No, okay. What the fuck did I just do? Did I? Oh. That looked different than I'm used to. I'm used to, like, the one-handed one. Like that. I guess... Yeah, like... Okay, that explained it. What the fuck? I didn't know about that. How many weapons do that? No. Spears, maybe? Is that just a katana thing? That can't be right. No, that's a... Maybe they have to be a big one? Because, what the hell? Is that just an Alon thing? That can't be right. Is it because it has like a sort of unique stance? Is it really just that thing? It does seem like it puts you in a different stance. I did not know about this. What the hell? Does Olan do that? Does he bash like that? I don't remember. Now, I've never tried shielding him, so I don't know if he like does that or if he does like a kick. I'm pretty sure it was a kick. But I never bring a shield for that fight, so I'm not sure. Are there any other weapons that have that can do that? Does a spear do that? What about this thing? This thing is held a bit somewhere, right? Ah, there we go, there we go. It's using a like a pole arm set. Really. Huh. I didn't know that. That's pretty cool. With the Witch Alon sword is you hold it more like a pole arm. And it has the shield badge. I didn't know that there's a... That's pretty cool to know. I didn't know about that. Where is it in the menu? Bewitched. Let's see. I forgot where it was again. There it is. So it's held the same way as a spear and stuff, right? Yeah. Pretty cool. Man, I lost my train of thought now that I was seeing that. Crazy stuff. Let's see, is there anything else I want to talk about? I think I covered most of it. Talk about running, like how they... I guess I should finish up what I was saying about the running and jumping thing. In the other games, if you try that where you start a run from a standing position, it doesn't work. You'll backstep. It'll be like this, and then you can run. And that's really annoying, just because like one, it's just. You don't want to backstep anytime you press the button. And two, it's very possible to get killed if you're in a small space where you gotta jump. So what ends up happening in those games is that if you wanna prepare a jump, you have to like start moving, then press the button, and you gotta start moving in a circle and then like do that. It's how most people do it. And it's really annoying, like, it just takes more space, and it's just kind of obnoxious to do. Compared to how you do in DS2, which is just hold it down and just jump right away, like that. See how little space that took? That was so freaking easy. It's so nice to have. And nobody acknowledges it. Nobody, ever. I have never seen another person talk about it. I feel like I'm the only person who knows or cares about it. Not sure. Alright. Is there anything else that... How's my champion stat? Am I still in the lead right here? Yeah, there I am. Temba at level 40, and I'm at 72. I've got 49 all-stones distributed. So as you can see, I was definitely playing through in Company of Champions. got a lot of stones out of it. Fun stuff. It's really not that bad. I wouldn't be averse to playing more of it like that. Oh boy. But yeah, I think I've talked about basically everything I wanted to ramble on about with DS2. There could be some stuff I'm forgetting about, but I can't think of it right now, you know? Just that DS2 has a lot of stuff that I wish the other games kept. Or wish that the other games were more like it in a lot of regards. I guess the last thing is that, in regards to hitboxes, weapon hitboxes, I think I mentioned earlier, are fairly accurate to most of the weapons. It's good for PvP. Enemies, a lot of the times they're pretty good. There are some enemies that are issues with it. I think the bigger problem with a lot of the enemies is more of an animation thing. Like, the spear guys in Forest of Fallen Giants, the hollow spearmen, they are a little bit kind of fucky with their animations, you know? Some enemies have animations that start up really fast, so their attacks come out fast. And it's not exactly a hitbox issue, because, you know, it is lined up with the attack well, it's just the attack is kind of the problem itself. And that's not to say that there aren't enemies with bad hitboxes. Like I mentioned earlier, the elite giants, the big twin club ones. I could probably try to show you that real quick of it. But they have bad one. The earlier in the video at Salamanders, you saw that got hit by the flame breath. It was really hard to see, I think, because the other one was in the way. But if you're ever at Salamanders and they do that flame sweep attack, stay out of the range of the fire and just stand still. Once the fire is like to your left, like very obviously not anywhere near you, you can get hit. You'll be very obvious. You'll understand what I'm talking about. You'll be like, what the fuck is going on with this hitbox? And you'll want to see it, just like I do. I want to see what's going on with that one. I want to see it visualized. Because it's got to be something scuffed, man. I don't know how it's so inaccurate. And ones like that stand out more than other ones. Like Mimics are that one too. But Mimic is also... I feel like Mimic's intentional, unlike those other ones. Maybe I can show off the giant one. Let me check. I think I'm at the wrong bonfire for this. But as I was saying, with it'd be more like an animation thing. I think a good example of that is it's a little bit of both issues. Like it's a little bit of a hitbox issue, but it's mostly an animation one, I think. For like the hunting dogs in the gutter, the big meaty looking one, buff dog, where that thing, if you're too close to it or like a little bit to the sides, it has that like paw swipe attack that comes out like instantly. Like it's not only that the attack is super fast and comes out right away, and they'll usually just chain it into another one. It's that the hitbox on it also starts like as soon as the animation starts, basically. Like that's another one that's pretty scuffed. But like for the most part, like, most of the enemies in the game, they're fine. Like, they're good, they're fairly accurate. About as much as the other games, sometimes better. It's only a few where it's worse, you know? And that's not exactly different than the other Souls games. Like, Dark Souls 1 has a lot of bad ones. There's a lot of bad and broken ones. Like, Gargoyles has a broken animation that also results in a hitbox that is just not right. In the same way that, I guess that's a bit more comparable to, like, the hunting dogs. And I guess the, it's kind of the same situation as the straightforward tongue attack from salamanders. It's like one of the swipes where they like did something wrong with the animation, so it just it isn't right. It's like they swing their axe and it's sort of like spins around, like pivots wrong on an axle or something like that. I don't know the exact details. It's something like that. I want to get one of these guys, so let me get on something that will hopefully help me survive. That attack, that jump is the one that's busted. If I can get him to do it again, it'll be good. Ouch! Their other attacks are a little bit iffy too, but that jump is the main one that's like, you don't want to do it. Come on, jump. Do it, do it, do it, do it. Ouch! Yeah, like that one's a little bit iffy. That might have just been... Let me out here. You can see a little bit there, but that wasn't a good display of what I'm talking about. I want to be, like, straight behind him when he does it. Buddy, can you jump again? Do it. Play nice, please. Ouchie! Jump! Jump! Do it! Ouch! It's not what I asked him to do. I don't know how to bait out the jump attack from them. Come on, buddy. Be nice. Oh, yeah, that one's a little wrong. I think that one was another one that had, like, scut hitboxes. I know there's more than one attack that is, like, not right. Other than that, it's just a few have, are just slightly bigger than they probably should be, but, yeah, that's hardly, like, unique to this guy in the series. Can you jump? What is taking you so long? I just want him to jump. Come on, man. There, it's hit you in the butt. So that doesn't make you want to... Come on, buddy. Jump. That's not gonna work, buddy. Come on, jump. I did not realize this spot was so safe. This is good to know. He does not have a good way to deal with this, unless he jumps. Ouchie! I guess that works. wanted to fucking jump. What's taking me? I'm here sniffing his ass, and he doesn't care. Pick up the pace, boy. Oh, jeez. He's just not jumping. Come on. You fucking. You waited until I was over here. I probably would have survived that one if I didn't roll, huh? Maybe if I move back a bit and run towards it. I really don't know how to bait out this stack. I need a knob there. Yeah, there we go. You see? That's what I'm talking about. Like, if you look at a visualizer, like, see this guy visualized, then when he jumps in the air, it does spawn like a squirrel per hitbox, like half buried in the ground, like below him, behind him, like that, and there's no reason for it to be there. Like, I've seen someone say shockwave, but that's stupid as fuck. That's not a shockwave. Like, there's nothing visual there, and there's no, like, actual portion of the attack that's there. It's just a part that's messed up. They made a mistake with that one. I have seen someone else theorize that these guys might be remnants of, you know, Archstone 6 from Demon Souls, and maybe that's why they're a bit screwy, but, I don't know about that. I can't remember if there was if one of the enemies was that similar to them or not, from watching the showcase of all the stuff from that Archstone. They did have giants. I don't remember how similar they were, you know? And I don't know if they were recycled into DS2 at all. There was some stuff that was, like, even from that specific Archstone, it's like, it does look a lot like a Lamb Lois in Fridge Outskirts if you go look at the video of it. But, yeah, I guess that's basically all I have to talk about right now. Let me put on a gold ring. And my silver ring. And warp back. Now, I wasn't really counting on this being 3 hours. I rambled on a lot longer than I expected to. Like, I thought this was going to be a much shorter video. But, hopefully I've given people a little bit more of a unique perspective on the game and can make them appreciate some things that they might not have before, you know? I guess right before I go, it's, anyone who likes DS2 already knows, but a lot of equipment in DS2 modifies your stats, like modifies your stats or has effects. I don't think this mirror hat is one of them. Let me just make sure. Yeah. But for example, the crown I'm wearing, it gives me 1 less vigor and 1 less vitality, but it gives me 1 more of all those other stats, and that's why I'm wearing it. It's just nice to have on. And plus, since it's one of the King's Crowns and I have it blessed, I also can just jump off a cliff and still be human. Like this. And it also makes you immune to curse. All 4 crowns are curse immune once they're blessed. And another item that has curse immunity is the hollow skin. And another item that has curse immunity is the Black Witch Veil, which I don't believe I have, because it's pretty rare. But it's not even like those are just the only interesting items. Like Durga's hat makes you... it gives you better range with bows. Some things don't tell you what they do. Lion Warrior set, each piece reduces falling damage. Warlock Mask and Nar Alma and Seldora all increase the amount of souls you get to different degrees, with Seldora being the weakest, and Warlock and Nar Alma being a little bit better. I think the hats are actually the same, but I might be misremembering. But the Nar Alma and Warlock ones do have better defense too. And there's the classic that is Pate's Helm, wherever it is in here. Kale's Helm, I mean, sorry. Kale's Helm, which increases your dexterity. And also your endurance, apparently. I didn't remember that one. But people use it on still level 1 because of the dexterity boost. Like, there's all sorts of interesting effects on here. Symbol of Avarice is the best one for soul gain, and for... it also has item discovery. All the King's Crowns have some different effect. Like, this one buffs your intelligence and faith. This one doesn't boost any stats, but does regenerate spells over time. Ivory King is health regen. What's some other stuff? Moon Butterfly set is poison. Nearby stuff. Item discovery and travel merchant, all sorts of stuff. Equipment load on Aura set. I think it's only the invisible Aura set. I don't have the visible set because it's hard to get on vanilla though, so I can't check for sure. Of course, I have the engraved gauntlets for crits on, random crits. Pretty sure there's also some other interesting ones with gloves. This one for pyromancy power. I don't know if it's specifically pyromancies. It might just be all fire damage, actually. I might be wrong there, though. There's Sanctum Soldier that makes you poison stuff better. Increases your, like, poison damage. Not like the damage of the poison, but like the amount of poison damage you inflict. You know, like how fast you'll build up poison on someone. Including yourself if you're using the Sanctum Mace, or whatever it's called. Like, I'm pretty sure I have one in here. Sanctum Mace, yeah. This one also poisons yourself. But there might be some weapons that... yeah, there's also weapons that and buff your stats. Like, you know, the ladle. Terrible weapon. Worse than being barehanded in pretty much any situation. But if you wear it on your back, like people do with a shield like this, then look at that. It buffs your stats. You get some adaptability. You get some vitality and endurance. And you lose 1 dexterity, though. Another weapon that does that is the work hook. Where is that in here? It's up in claw weapons, right? Where are claw weapons at? Oh. Where's a blue dagger? Blue dagger strengthens spells, but also makes you more vulnerable to them. That's cool. I don't think blue dagger does anything. Does it have a high counter rate? Maybe? I don't know. Maybe it like has stronger posts. I don't know. I haven't used it. Possessed armor sword. Blade and Beetle Fire. I think this thing does something special. Let me, yeah, there we go. Instead of a parry, it can buff itself with fire. And I think the, you can do the same thing with, Throne Watcher and Throne Defender swords. Like, some weapons just have interesting things that they do that other weapons don't, and DS2 is kind of the only game that really does that. Pilgrim's Spontoon, strong attack, lets you cast spells, is pretty cool. There's something in somewhere that replaces the parry with something else. Yeah, this work hook gives you a bunch of dexterity, but it ruins your agility. Brings me down to 1. I don't remember what it is. Spell parries are a thing too. I think this thing can spell parry. No. But it's a chime that doubles as a shield, so that's cool. There's also the shield that doubles as a crossbow, or vice versa. That's one of the two. What's this thing? This thing's also a catalyst. Miracles and sorceries are in this buff. Poison shield. Vessel shield is always a good one. It buffs so much stuff. It's a really good shield. Like, if you're not using the Watch Dragon for item discovery, then you'll probably be using the Vessel shield once you get it. Unless you're actually, like, using shields. There's classic weapons like the Bone Fist. That's always a fun one. Let me slap that on real quick and play around with it a bit. Just in case anyone has never seen it before. Why am I still wearing this mask? Take this off. I want my crown back. Bone Fist is such a fun weapon, though. Like, whether you're power stancing it with something or whether you're using it on its own. It's got really good poise damage, if I remember right. It's like, if the normal moveset, the one-handed one, is really good at taking out Along Knights, especially if they have a stone ring. Like the captains, I mean, not the basic ones. Stuff like Helix Halberd is always cool too, because it's got the sweet spot with that, like, that thrust attack that comes out of it. That does a crazy damage if you build into it. Stuff like the, I should have one. It was, what was it called? Am I thinking of Blue Flame? Did I already mention it? What is this thing? Nothing. Blue Dagger, that's not what I was thinking of. I'm thinking of the, Blue Flame. Where's it at? I'm sure I have one. It's a straight sword, right? There it is. Blue Flame, which lets you cast. Of course, I don't have any sorceries. And there's their magic shield that works for spell parries. Phoenix Arm is just really good for fire, despite being a real small shield. It's just so much good stuff in DS2, man, and so many people just don't experience it because they just skip out on it, or... Does this thing buff too? No, this thing is just a sword. Because they just listen to people and just skip out, so we'll never have stuff like the puzzling stone sword. Puzzle sword is what I usually end up calling it. Which is just like, oh, it's just a fucking sword, it's nothing special. And I'm like, wow, it's a whip. It's got like that... Yeah, it's got that, like, the whip and then this, like, long thrust thing. It's got the spin. It's such a cool weapon. It's so much fun. It's like... I don't think any of the game series have, like, a straight sword whip hybrid. It's so cool. Adjust the greatsword, which I can't wield, but of course I'm wielding the wrong hand here. Let me put on my other sword again. Where did I put it? Oh, while I'm over by it, actually. This thing too. Of course, it has the funniest attack. Instead of a parry, you get this. It's just so funny, man. It's just such a big weapon too. It's so comically oversized, and it's just the heaviest shit around. And the strength requirement is so high. If you want to power stance this thing at all, then you need 99 strength. You need to max out your strength if you want to power stance this thing. And the weight, if you want to use it with another one, is crazy. It's so heavy. Did I pass it? What is that? Or the dirt? Oh, okay. Let me slap on my majestic sword and see if I can use it. Oh wait, what? I can power stand? Really? I don't meet the I don't meet the intelligence requirements, but I guess I don't need that. That's weird. Look at that. I was hoping to let me put on something that's incompatible with this. I think a rapier is incompatible. There we go. There we go. We'll get our funny Artorias jump. It replaces the parry, but only if you're holding it in this hand, I think. And what's funny is that with attacks like this, you can actually jump over certain attacks. Like you could probably find videos of people doing that for a lawn. Sirloin. They'll just like jump over one of the swings and smack them. It's super cool. I'm carrying way too much stuff. It takes a while to get through this. Let me make sure that I'm not, you know, fibbing when I say that it only works in that one hand. I'm pretty sure it only does. Where is it? There it is. Yeah, there we go. That's the normal super parry in this one. Anything notable spells here? Well, that's guidance, no one ever uses that. Denial is from DS2. I don't think I've ever used it here. Well, I say that like I've used it in DS3 either. I haven't. Chameleon's always fun. Let me move back to where I was before I started showing stuff off. Been talking for 3 hours, like non-stop. Throat's a bit dry. Holy shit, that guy's fast. What was that? Let me load up one of my other characters real quick. Because I do have Ultra Unga, who's like... The goal for him was to get nothing but strength so we can have the minimum level for power stancing dual smelter hammers. I ended up taking a few extra levels in Vitality, I think it was. For, you know, equipped load. I'm thinking of the right stat. Yeah, Vitality. Not because I, like, want to, but because, like... Do you know how fucking heavy this weapon is? Look, I'm at 117. I can't move. It's hell on your stamina, too. Look at this shit. Let me tell you, I wasn't thinking about soul vessels to respec when I was doing this, so it was kind of hard to get these weapons on this turd of a character. Things are going to be rough when I do that negative level 44 playthrough, because, man, you cannot use anything on that kind of character. Why am I up this stair anyways? But yeah, this guy's name is Ultra Unga. Can't get any more Unga than this, really. Huh. But yeah, he's even got the Royal Soldier's ring. I still need to get dragon rings on him though. That'll make things a lot easier. Why does he have this? Oh wait, no, that's not why. Because I thought it'd be funny to invade on him. Let's see, is there anything else? I have Garfield here. Licorice Luke is going to be a soul level 1 playthrough. I guess I'll load up Garfield and just show off him. Because I think I did a pretty funny job on him. I made him do invade. He was originally a no death, no bonfire, but I failed, so I just repurposed him. But yeah. It looks sort of like Garfield, right? He's got cat claws. Look at him go. Let's see if I can get that guy who's standing right there. Oh. But yeah, it's just bleed claws. He has some extra claws that aren't really upgraded. He has bone fist in case I want to do that. I don't mind how Garfield can do that. It's just it's for the drop kick, really. He's also got binoculars because I always carry binoculars. Ring of the Living, so if I invade, then I look like Garfield instead of a Red Phantom. Crest of Blood for the extra bleed. Stone Ring because it's just to abuse people with low poise breaking weapons. He's got the stupid cat pants. He's got a lion. I think that's the red lion cape. I didn't get a good look. It looked more brown than gold, so it was probably the red one. I think I already showed off Angry Annie. I'll just take another real quick look because Angry Annie wasn't the first one. I think I tried with Temba first and then Garfield. They both failed, and I just did it. I just sort of scummed it with Temba. Garfield was first actually. Garfield was first. Then Temba, and then I just say scummed. I say scummed, but I also there were pretty long periods where I went without reloading back up. Like Drang Lake Castle all the way to getting the King's Ring and Undead Crypt. That was all on one run. And I died at some point during that and I had to redo it. Angry Annie, as you can see, she's very pissed off. She's like the fourth one of the genuine no deck, no bonfire attempts. I don't remember what the first one was named, at least. It was like, his name like Gilgranosh or something. But his skin was like pure white, and I used like that circle tattoo over like his mouth and made it red. It was supposed to be like clown makeup, but it ends up looking more like he had a really bad nosebleed. And he had like a green bowl cut or something. It was a really ugly looking character, and unfortunately died. I probably should have kept the ones that failed. I don't remember exactly how he died. I think it might have been an Earthen Peak. Like, I could show off the exact spot, but not in this character, I'm not. Forgot, no bonfire. show off on this character. This is the one I've been invading on. I think I took a look at them earlier in the video. Yeah, because I... Woo! But, it was either Gilgranash or the character that came after him. I took the wrong bonfire. I went lower, I think that's right. Not this way. Can turn into a box? That's amazing! You wouldn't hurt a box, would you? I should probably have killed these guys, huh? It might not be fine. So, let me, I didn't even know. So what happened was, I'd already gone through Iron Keep and finished killing Iron King, which is kind of like one of the big areas that you're worried about when you're doing no death. Because like Iron Keep as a whole is pretty dangerous, and the boss is like, you don't want to fall in the pit. It's just like, once you finish Old Iron King, you're like, oh, that's such a relief. Now the only other place I need to worry about the same amount as brother. Especially since this is vanilla, so you don't get the dull ember and be able to infuse stuff until you've been to Iron Keep. Because you have to make that jump there to get it. It's the it's those broken stairs that you gotta jump to, like in that area before, in front of Smelter Demon Fog. Or you can jump to it to either side, but you know, I'm taking the safe side every time on a no death because it's just so scary, and you really want that infusion. Anyways, I'd already beaten Old Iron King, and then I was like, no, I should probably get the I forgot to get the gold serpent ring from Magalold, so I'll have to go back. And so I was passing through, I was like right here, and I was like, oh, you know what? I forgot to, since I've burned the windmill and drained the poison, I should get that, like, stuff from the side area over here. So I turned and ran off the cliff right here. I just walked straight off with confidence. Because I forgot that, I guess I forgot I was on the top level and not the bottom level. And there's no path here, so I just died for the stupidest fucking reason possible. I'm pretty sure that was on Gilgranash or whatever. That might have been on the character after him, which would have been, her name was Miserelda? Miserelda Mary, I think. Like misery, but like, but like turned into a female name, like, I don't know, like Miserelda. I Like after the Y, it's just LDA. Oh, I don't have block zones. Alright. But, yeah. That death made me really unhappy. It was on either Golgunash, or whatever his fucking name was, or on Miserelda Mary. No, I'm pretty sure that was on Golgunash. Because, Miserelda actually, embarrassingly, died right before Flexile Sentry. I had summoned Lucatiel to help with the Varangians and boss, and then I got stuck in a corner and fucking just torn to shreds by two Varangians. So I told someone, well, fucking sadly, Miserelda is being gangbanged by Varangians now. She's gone, she's dead. So after that was, Foolish Philia, I think. It was just kind of like a dopey looking, like, tan girl, I guess. Sort of tan, sort of brown, you know? Like a little bit like, fucking Rosabeth in complexion. And hair color, too. Oh, wow, that works. Yeah, I think I have a pretty good grasp on... after Foolish Philia, I think it was Angry Annie, which was the winning attempt. But I think I have a pretty good grasp on the game now, and all sorts of ways to deal with ambush and stuff. That one Bastille is one that I think is pretty cool to find out. Like, oh, hold on, this character is on New Game. I can shut that off. Because you can get a bunch of fire arrows before you go to Bastille there. Because you can get them in both... You can get some in Forest of Fallen Giants, I'm pretty certain. And I think you can also get some in Wharf? I think? So if I have fire arrows here, I can shut that off. Yeah, I've got a few. I have so little of them. Yeah, it killed those two. It hurts these ones pretty bad. Oh no, killed those two. Well, it's not always consistent. Like, it'll pretty much always kill one pair of them, but the other pair it might not. You know. Do I have a... No. Whoa, that hurt. God, new game enemies. Gotta deal with this guy so he doesn't follow me. I think Scholar also added explosive too. Like, maybe... I don't remember the exact spots. Like, you can shoot barrel from here. They made the... And then there's that one inside, like I said. In the corner. Not corner, but like right here. They just made it all easier to deal with. Backsteps are another good thing, by the way. People never use them. They probably should. Like, there's some enemies that backstepping makes them really easy to fight. Like, there's only one guy back here because of that. And there's also these two. See how much easier that is to deal with? And that's if you don't that's just like if you don't have a thrusting weapon like a spear or rapier that can trivialize this already. It's just good preparedness. Just tears apart every encounter in the game. You can so easily handle every ambush if you just pay attention, use the tools you're given, and plan ahead. Oh, there's people here. Somehow. I'm hearing that so often. Quit your chanting and mumbling. Ooh. This place is great for Twinkle and Titanite. Like, if you go to the Roy's Resting Place bonfire and just, head to the way you originally got in and fight the group there. Put on some item discovery. You can farm so much Twinkling Titanite. Even more on New Game Plus because there's more enemies. Like, that fight is actually pretty dangerous on New Game Plus. Ogres, you want to avoid their grab attack. It's on the slightly left side. A couple of their other stuff is too, but, you know, it's easier to avoid. You just want to be careful about the grab. Move back, don't try to roll through it. Because it lingers out a little bit longer than it should, really. And also that it's a little bit bigger than it should be to it. I came here because I want to show off something. Oh fuck! I thought I blocked it with the pillar. That was a mistake, man. I don't have these human effigies to spare. I'm gonna have to farm more at some point. This guy walked off the cliff, didn't he? No. funny way to tell if an ogre is like focused on you and is ready to attack. Oh, like you can tell by just like spinning in a circle, because it makes it really obvious if it's like chasing or not. Let's see. More like uncommon fruit. Come here. Why do I still have fire? Probably should. Wrong. Okay, I want to get rid of it. Oh, I ran into that one from behind. Glad those guys didn't like that. They're about to... I don't know why I was bashing her. Because she just doesn't fight. Okay, no. I'm going farther than I need to be. The thing I wanted to show off was back here. I got distracted and just started playing the game around it. Alright, yeah. This caster here is the one I wanted. There we go. So something I did during one of the invasions was I like hid like right here as this disguise, and the person was in the back over there. Oh man. Hold on, I used the wrong thing. Yeah. They were like back there on the way there when I got spawned in. So I disguised and hid like right here. Somewhere I think like this. I just watched them while they dealt with all this. They were like they killed this one, then they started moving up to this one, and to to try to like block one of the magic missiles that got fired at him, he tried to like hide behind me. Like right there. So I just like popped down and just like started jabbing at him. It probably scared the hell out of him. It was such a funny invasion, man. It's so good, it's so good. Man, I can't believe I died though. I need these humanities. Don't have many left. Okay. Is there anything else I'm going to show off here? Or talk about or anything? Don't think there's much. Yeah, well, that's about it, I guess. Hope this was interesting to anyone. Oh, I did get a rat invasion at Grave of Saints earlier too, like a few days ago. That surprised me. I wasn't expecting to get one of those. I summoned in someone to my little rat nest and looked them fight rats and took a few shots at them and all that. It's fun stuff. It's so rare to see a rat invasion nowadays. Maybe it's better on Scholar, but on Vanilla, didn't expect one at all. Especially at my soul memory. I don't know what they were doing at Grave of Saints with such high soul memory. But speaking of Grave of Saints, the that small jumping stuff that also applies to that one area like below Grave of Saints. You know where the bridge with the crystal lizard and the chest on the other side, and then there's that little item off the side, which I think was disc chime. That's on that tiny little ledge that most people just get from coming down from above, but you can jump from the chest to get it, and surprisingly, you can jump back too. I want to see if I can pull that off and show people what I mean. Because it's a great example of what I'm talking about when I say that jumping in DS2 is just better than 1 and 3. It's just so good. You need no space. It's so easy to pull off. It's because you can start a run from standing like this. It's so good. It's so good. Nobody appreciates it like I do. Nobody appreciates it like I do. I'm the only person who fucking harps on about it. It's such a good change, and nobody ever talks about it. And the other games just dropped it. I can't believe they did. It's such a good change, and they just abandoned it like a bunch of other good changes that DS2 had. It's sad. It's sad. What the hell? You're alive still? I need to fix that. Oh, alright, well, let's see if I can make the jump. If not, then I'll try to grab that. Oh, I hope it... Let's see. Shit. That's not good. I need to get in the water. Yeah, if you're down here, get in the water. Roll, get yourself nice and wet so these guys do less damage to you, by the way. Because these guys are fire. And that's just if you want to come down here and do that. I should probably use the other bonfire if I'm going to try this again. Get down here a little faster. Hopefully not fall away up. Oh man, my throat though. I gotta wrap this up real soon. But yeah. Something I want to... I don't remember how to... Yeah, maybe I should do it. Just because it's safer. But the other way you can deal with this ambush, which is kind of the way you probably want to if you're doing on New Game Plus, just because the extra damage and because the other enemies that are in there. Take out these guys, and the other guys will usually come forward after a little bit. I think you can also use an Alert Skull to get them out sooner, but I don't think I have any that I can spare. If you're a mage, or you're casting at all, you can probably use Yearn, which will work a lot better than Alert Skull. Yeah, see, hang over with that. Now you can make this jump, I just it's a hard jump. It's a hard jump. Fuck, that was too late. It's on New Game Plus and up. Or, well, Bonfire Intensity 2 and higher. It's not like New Game specific. It is something that is worth differentiating, because some stuff is dependent on Bonfire Intensity, and some stuff is only New Game Plus cycles. Like Wellerger's selling the, you know, the Covenant spells. That's only from Bonfire. Not from Bonfire Intensity, it's from New Game Plus. Stop giggling in there, buddy. I'll try one more time and then I'll move on. So I guess the last other thing I have to say is that I do want to show off how I fought the Ancient Dragon on my... I should probably be gone. I want to work on Rad if I get the chance. You gotta be fast with that one. So I'm gonna try to make it this way, because this is the harder one too. You can make it back like this too. Yeah, see, that's such a fucking tough jump. It's a good thing that you can one-shot this with anything. Maybe they'll become scarier at like high new game cycles, like 6 or 7. Yeah. I could do it on this character even, probably. I just don't want to do it in this video. I'll probably put out a second video where I do Ancient Dragon, because I do want to show off how I did it. What I'm happy about is that if it starts taking me a bunch of attempts, I'm not going to have to worry about like doing the area more than 12 times, because I'll be able to despawn stuff. Because vanilla Dragon Shrine sucks. It's fucking terrible. Like, it's probably one of the worst spots in the game. Scholar made it so much better. People who play Scholar don't realize how good they had it. And I think that, I want to say that even vanilla here, this is after a nerf there. I might be wrong, I might be misremembering, but I'm pretty sure they nerfed the enemies there, and it's still... You still have to do, like, so many duo fights with these Drake Keepers. It's just... It's not fun. If you're not using, like, a ranged option to pick them off, like, especially poison arrows, it's going to be a miserable time. Especially once you get to the Great Shield Drake Keepers, because they are such pricks. They can just bring you down by, like, chain locking you, chain stuns. But I might show off Ancient Dragon in the near future, because I feel like I have a good grasp on fighting it without doing the doing it in like a fair fight, you know, not doing the I'm using the fucking front toes or back toes or whatever, and not just like trying to. Well, I guess there is a degree of like baiting out moves by standing from the head, but you really got to be on it with being able to read what he's doing with the jumps, because if you're expecting him to jump backwards and he jumps forward, you're dead. You're just dead. This is vanilla, so he hits way harder. He does way more damage. And supposedly the area of effect of the fire is bigger. I don't actually know if that's true or not. I've never actually seen it compared. But the damage is a fact. Ancient Dragon does way more damage on vanilla here. Like, unless you're spec'd into fire resistance, like real strong, he's going to one-shot you. Well, hopefully I've talked about everything I want to do. I hope that was interesting to whoever's around to listen, if anyone stuck around for this long. I guess the last thing I'll show off for like 1 second is one of the old knights. You can beat him pretty easily with this. You just like do this. Because that swing that you did there, the first one you're gonna dodge, and the second one is gonna miss you if you do it like that. It works on the shield ones, the sword board guys. Just a nice little thing that someone can do. You just want to try to stay behind them a lot of time. Maybe that'll help someone. That's just a quick little tip for random people. Well, that's all for now. Did not expect this to be a 4-hour video, so sorry about that being so long, but you know, that's how it is sometimes. Have a good day, everyone.